Om Samrajyo Shukham Trinavadvihaya Sandharayang Chivara Chinna Vesham Ninindya Vedam Pashughatanam Cha Dayamayang Tang Pranatosmi Buddham Namo Namo Buddha Divakaraya Namo Namo Gautama Chandrikaya Namo Ananta Gunadharaya Om Namo Namo Shaktanandanaya Namo. We salute Bhagavan Buddha, who renounced the happiness of kingdom, thinking it as it were insignificant like a blade of grass, who wore the ragged garb of renunciation, who denied the authority of the Vedas and denounced animal sacrifice. That compassionate Buddha I salute. Salutations to Buddha, the son of knowledge. Salutations to Gautama, who shed the moonlight of compassion. Salutation to the holder of endless noble qualities. Salutations to the blessed son of Sakka King, Sakkanandan. Om, peace, peace, peace. So as our topic is Shankara and Buddha, that is because this month, last month was Shankara's birthday, and this month is Buddha's birthday. Buddha attained the illumination. Buddha was born on that day, Buddha Purnima, the full moon night of that Buddha's advent. And the same day, he attained illumination. And the same Buddha Purnima day, he left his mortal frame. So that is called the thrice blessed day, Buddha's advent. Anyhow, these are the occasions to remember them. And Shankara, because it was last month, and we talk about Shankara most of the time. This is our Vedanta is based on Shankara, no? But Buddha is also Shankara's, not contradictory to Buddha. That is our concern today. We'll try to think about that, how Buddha, what Buddha taught, Buddha's message. Buddha didn't talk about any doctrine, he stopped. But it is the worst thing that doctrines were created after him. Who wanted rejecting doctrines, and doctrine, his Sunnavada, Hinajano, Mahajano path all have been created. Unavoidable. But he didn't talk about doctrine. He didn't talk about philosophy. He doesn't want to talk about God. He does not want to talk about heaven. No priest. No scriptures. What he taught to be a lamp unto us. Atma Deepo Bhava. You be a lamp unto you. And he straight went to the question of our life's problems. Not to philosophize, but to face the challenges of life, how to solve that mystery and how to overcome that problem. And what he said, that is the last breath, when he left his last breath, he said to his disciple Ananda, that when he was crying and weeping because of the Buddha passing away, then Buddha then told him, my child Ananda, this is not the time to cry. Be a lamp unto you. This is your purpose of life should be to know yourself, or the lamp. I do not know where the language is called Atma Deepo Bhava. Whether it's positive or negative, it's Shunna or Purna. Let us decide our decision, or the philosophers, let them decide. But he said to be a lamp unto you. You be a lamp unto you so that you are lighted. And your lamp will shine so that others can feel enlightened. So that was his message, last word. And he told about himself, Buddha. Who is Buddha? He talked about him. Buddha is the name of infinite knowledge. Buddha is the name, he of infinite knowledge, infinite as the sky. And I, Gautama, have reached that state. You will all will reach that too if you struggle for it. So that is a great. He reached the same state of perfection or infinite knowledge, he said. I, Gautama, have reached that state. What is that state? Buddha is not the name of is the not of a person, but it is name of infinite knowledge. What is the infinite knowledge? Infinite knowledge. That knowledge, to infinity cannot be there, no? If you say infinite knowledge, one knowledge, Vedanta infinite knowledge and Buddha infinite knowledge are not two different infinite. The infinite is only infinite. So infinite knowledge he is talking about, and that is the achievement, purpose of life, and we all can reach. That's a grand statement. Swami Vivekananda said, he reached the same state of perfection to which others came by bhakti path, devotional path, bhakti, love of God, or yoga or jnana. Talk do not count for anything. Parrots do talk. Perfection comes through disinterested performance of action. So Buddha inspired the whole world to this path of disinterested action and to be enlightened and to be awakened into inner consciousness or to be awakened in the lamp of light which is within. Buddha, about Buddha, Swami Vivekananda's words are very powerful. Buddha, Swami Vivekananda said that he, Buddha, didn't bow down to anything. He didn't say to bow down to Vedas, to caste or the priest or the custom. He denied everything. Because when you know the history of India, when Buddha's arrival in the 2500 years, more than that, before, the Vedic wisdom was misunderstood to be only rituals. And rituals means you perform the Havanam, offer oblation, and you go to heaven, or you attend anything you can attend by performing this oblation to the sacrificial fire. And you sacrifice what? You sacrifice, animal sacrifice started. And in everywhere, India, the karma kanda was so much prevalent. And the sacrifice of the animals was going on one side. And the other people, on the other side, those who were following little Vedanta, they become highly intellectual, only debating with each other. Scholars, pandits, pandit. Pandits are there is a custom in the pandit. Pandits will talk to each other and defeat each other. Who is intellectually strong? So that was the context of his coming. That's why he rejected, I don't want to support the Vedas. Forget that. Because Vedas, you are understanding wrong, right. Forget that. I don't want the priest cap. Priest will say, do this, do that. If you go by this way, you go to heaven. You give $1,000 more, then you go to quickly to heaven. All this, and you do this, you go to hell. So these are all calculations. Forget that. I don't want to be under any control of any priest. So he denied the priestcraft. He denied this Vedic Vedas. He didn't utter about Vedas. He didn't talk about Vedas. Because Vedas is Karma Kanda right or Jnana Kanda right. All these people are debating around that. He didn't talk about that. And he didn't any authority. He said that, what is the problem? Problem of life is what? Who denies that there is a problem of life? And what is the problem? All of us. What is the problem? Suffering. Dukkha. Dukkha, poor people suffer one way, rich people suffer another way, educated people suffer another way, healthy people suffer another way, unhealthy people or sick people suffer another way, old people suffer another way, child suffer another way. All the children are crying. Why children are crying? What he wants? Why we are suffering? Why we cry? All of us. in different levels, who are in whatever may be the position. Dukkha, dukkha, dukkha. Suffering, suffering, suffering. Don't talk of philosophy now. Straight, come to the point. What is the problem of suffering? So, is there any way to get out of suffering? Deal directly. Don't talk philosophy. Atman, Brahman, beyond that, or doing Hamo, Havanam, Japa, this, that. Forget that. Come to the point. What is the cause of suffering? Is there any cause of suffering? Suffering is there means cause of suffering is there. And if the cause is suffering there, is there any rescue out of it? Can I get out of it? And is there any path? Buddha said, yes, I have crossed that path. I know, I have realized that. I have experienced that. So there is dukkha, there is a way out. I am the example. You can also do that. It is yours. You don't understand that. Siri. That's true. So Buddha, so he denied all these things. It is not the time to discuss and theory. It is not the time. We are suffering. Today's crucial point that I am suffering now. What philosophy will do? Brahman, Atman, beyond duality, oneness, Havanam, Om, Swaha, and Swadha. Okay, is it redeeming my suffering? No, I don't find that. And you're talking about my philosophy is higher than your philosophy, qualified to dualism, non-dualism, absolute dualism, non-creation theory, creation theory. Will it solve my problem? Buddha said it is your house is in fire. And now you are like a Pandit thinking, oh, why the fire on the northeast corner? It should be on the southwest corner. Because the wind was blowing this way. How it came? You go on talking like that or bring a bucket of water and stop it. Straight. Buddha was straight there. That's why his philosophy is very practical. Ground to his, instead of philosophizing thing, come to the practicality, how you can solve the problem. So Swami Vivekananda is very appreciative. He said, that's why Swami Vivekananda said, he means Buddha fearlessly reasoned so far as reason can take. Such fearless search for truth, such love for everything, every living thing in the world, no one has seen before. Buddha was the Washington of religious world. He conquered a throne only to give it to the world, as Washington did it to the American people. He sought nothing for himself, but for all. So this is the greatness of Buddha. Buddha found the illumination. You all know the life of Buddha, beautiful life, no? Buddha was born as a prince in the king Suddhodhan's home. Father was a great king. And when the baby is born, in Hindu culture, I do not know, American culture is same, I do not know. We go to an astrologer and they frame certain fortune. What is the fortune of the boy? They calculate all these things and they say, and they saw, reading the astrology and chart, it said that this Buddha, he was not Buddha, he was Siddhartha. Siddhartha will be either a big emperor or king, powerful king, or he will be big renunciate, sannyasi, monk. And father's heart was very much shaken to hear that he will be a monk. Possibility is there. To stop his son not to be a monk, so he kept him in a beautiful garden house, all fun, joy, dancing, singing, beautiful flowers, no sorrow, no suffering, no touch of anything. So he was raised in that context and he was going on. And father married the Siddhartha so that he does not think of renouncing the world and go away. And they have a baby. All this beautiful, beautiful going on. And a bad thought came in the mind of Siddhartha that I want to see my kingdom, to go. And he went. And father was so worried. So all the road and everything where he will walk, it seems to be bright, light, no sorrow, no suffering. Because he was afraid that if he sees any suffering or sorrows, mind will say, oh my God, is it this, what for that? So, not to keep him any idea, give him any idea that there is sorrow and suffering in life. But what happened, He went and saw one person. And what is that person? That person is sick person. He asked, hey, what is this? He asked his charioteer. He said, this is old age. This man is old. Man is old? What is old? Old age. It will haunt everyone. Me? I shall be old. My wife, my child, all will be old. Yes, all will be old. Then he got into big thought, take us back. So went back home. And another day came out to see something. He saw a old sick person. What is sickness? He didn't know. Then he questioned the same way. Sick? Everyone will be sick. Yes, I will be sick. You will be sick. Everyone will be sick someday or other. You are young. You may not have yet experienced much, but it will happen. That made him more thoughtful. Third day he saw one person is being carried out and a dead body. He said, what is this? Dead. Dead? I will die. Yes, everyone will die. You will die, we will die, everyone will die one day or other. And he was so lost. And then fourth day he saw a monk, bright face, smiling, cheerful, don't caring for anything, wandering in the road. He said, what? He's searching for God, the truth. And he's called a monk. Then he came back, and this 4 days, 4 experience make him very thoughtful. He thought, I must have to find what is secret. How then death is there, disease is there, old age is there. Can I overcome that? Or what is the meaning of life then? I am born, I am in luxury in my in the courthouse, or in my palace, enjoying all these things. But I will be sick. I will have to give up everything. I will die one day. So what is the meaning? What is the meaning? It haunted, and you went from teachers to teachers to teachers to find what is the solution, and could not get any satisfactory solution from anyone. Then he took his own path. He renounced everything and decided that I will have to find the solution of it. Where is the end of this suffering? Can it be done? And he took his own way. As you know, he went into Bodh Gaya and sat under the Bo tree. It was a forest, and then alone, and he started his meditation and searching, this reasoning. What is true in this changing world? Is there anything? Anything is there which is sustained, and then that can be experienced to conquer death, suffering, and disease, old age. And then he went on, and he became very, very thin, lean and thin. He gave up all food. He said a resolution, Ihashane me shushatu shariram. In this asana, in this seat, I am now taking these vows that my body may wither out, may die, but I will not give up this seat unless I realize the truth. He didn't say God, he said truth. Let me find the truth. And he went on, and then Sujata came when he was almost dying, and then he took the middle path, eating and doing Gita's idea of middle path. And then afterwards, he got illumination one day. And that illumination He was thrilled with that. There is a treasure of infinite joy, infinite love inside. And we are frightened with the life's problems, death, disease, and old age. What is this? We have another life. So he experienced that joy and he wanted to give that to the world. And he was running for whom to give. So he attained that joy. And then that's why he said that I have attained that joy and you can also do that. No? It is this is the conquering death. Buddha told us to conquer death, conquer suffering, conquer old age, conquer disease. So he said, it's a state. Buddha, we all can be Buddha. Buddha is a state of attainment. From this plane of duality, this plane of suffering and pain, to another plane of reality, where there is no suffering, no death, no suffering. In Vedanta, we call it, Vedanta term we call attaining Brahman, attaining our real nature, or devotees will say God realization, but he didn't use this dualistic term, because that will create again confusion. God means which God? Hindu God, Christian God, Islam God, Buddhist God, which God? Mother aspect God, father aspect God, and all these people are fighting all through. Don't stop that fight, but to find this solution. So he came. So Swami Vivekananda said, Buddha became disgusted at the eternal metaphysical discussions of his days and the cumbrous rituals, and more especially with the caste system, etc., which was also against tremendous difficulty, and also he was against tremendous priestcraft. So one day, after his illumination, there came 5 Brahmins who asked him to settle their discussion. What is the discussion? They said, this is the way to come to God. One Brahmin came and she said, my path is the way you can reach God. The second one, another Brahmin said, no, he's not. My path is the way to reach God. Like that third person also said all this. Then Buddha said, he didn't ask which God, what God discussion. He said, he asked them by one. Okay, does your God or your book says that God becomes angry? That ever he have injured anyone? God injures anyone? And God is impure? Does your God say so? What is your God? That means he says, everyone says no. Then my friend, why do you not become pure? Why don't you become good? And why you may know the God when you not become free from anger? So you want God, come to the practical point of your life. This is the mystery. People go to temples and churches and every holy places, but don't say this transformation here. Going to church, going to places should uplift our character. First we should be pure. First we should be non-violent. First we should be truthful. All this fundamental question to find peace in life, this is the fundamental question. So Buddha emphasized on that side and he didn't pay much to the other side of life. So what he said, that you have the suffering and there is suffering, so accept 4 noble truths. What are the 4 noble truths? Not God. Noble truth is there is suffering. That is the one noble truth. No one can deny that. That's first. There is suffering. Then second, is there any way out of suffering? Yes, there is a way out. Have anyone done it? I did it. and there is a path leading to that. Now, what is the path? Path is that Buddhism has 5 precepts. Fundamental, as I said, does God kill? Does God heal? Be jealous, angry, or impure? No. So similarly, 5 precepts, you abstain from killing. That's why ahimsa is the foundation of Buddhism. Ahimsa, not to injure anyone. Hinduism is also there. It is actually all the ideas are in Hinduism. Swami Vivekananda says Buddha was the rebellion child of Hinduism. What was in Hinduism, but he saw the decadence of Hinduism and he came out of so-called, he created a religion which is called Buddha. After his name it was called Buddhism. Buddhism is not a separate religion. Foundational thought is the same. The 10 Commandments. So in Vedanta we call Yama, Niyama, all these ideas are there. Truthfulness, honesty, pure character, not to be jealous of anything, non-stealing. So here the 5 precepts of Buddhism are to abstain from killing, abstain from stealing. Steal, don't kill. Abstain from adultery. Abstain from lying. Abstain from addiction on liquor, drinking. Make your mind clean, body clean, and pay foundational importance in the foundation of character. Don't kill, don't steal, don't do any adultery, don't lie, don't drink liquor or drug because it makes your mind foggy. So take care of this and follow 8-fold path. 8-fold path is not, they are not talking about anything though, to focus on the life itself. Spiritual life, as I was saying, should be transformational. Wanting to be lamp unto us, ourselves, so we should have to pay attention to who we are. Therefore it says, try to understand what is this world we are living in. First point, right understanding. 8-fold path, right understanding. Right understanding what? We always say, why this world is so bad? Why so many bad things are happening? Why God? Then problem, God's problem. Why God is not taking steps to stop these nonsense things in the world? And God is not needed. We need ourselves. So it says, understand the world is created like this. Everything is changing here. Everything is momentarily shaped. Good, bad. 3 things are there. Good, bad. Evil will be there. Good will be there. Honesty will be there. Dishonesty will be there. Light will be there. Shadow will be there. Peace will be there. Restlessness will be there. The duality, that is the way the world is created. You have to understand this. People say, why? It is a mistake. Don't call it why. Rather understand this is the way the world is created. But this is all changing. Today people love. Tomorrow they separate out. Today they give their life for someone. Tomorrow the same person comes with a gun in hand to kill someone. This is all changing. Physically we are changing. Mentally we are changing. Intellectually we are changing. Emotionally we are changing. Our ego is changing. The child ego, adult ego, old age ego are not the same. Everything is changing. And you are trying to find unchanging something. You have to understand, you cannot find a change, unchanging in the change. There is some unchanging reality you have to solve. So have that understanding. The world is created in this pattern. It is a delusion, or don't be deluded, but try to see, yes, this is the way it will go. I will have to find out what is unchanging in these changes. Is there anything? If there is anything, I will have to find that unchanging in the changes. Second, think high, think noble. thought, worthy thoughts, useless, vulgar thoughts, day and night of thinking of the world and worldliness, and then ultimately the whole day is gone. At the end of the day, we don't gain anything. Lift your mind in lofty thoughts. Think for the love of others. Think that really what is the ultimate reality is what? Not to be bogged down into the changing world and these phenomenal things every day, what is happening, good and bad, right and wrong happening. So understand that and think really high and speak right speech. Right speech is what? Speak such things which is beneficial to yourself, beneficial to others, has some meaning and truthfulness in it. You need not have to say everything. I am very straightforward, I say everything. Who have asked you to say everything? Unless it is necessary. You say the truth, but you need not have to go out of the way to tell the truth and create trouble for others. Be truthful, that's your way, and how you say, then you decide. But you should be truthful. And is this word am I talking, is there any meaning? Is it any helpful to anyone? It's really helping yourself, helping others. Our energy goes away. We speak whole day. I always suggest that you record your own statement one day in your phone from morning, make it on, and let it go on whole day. And at the end, night, next day, try to see what you have talked whole day. But Swami Vivekananda used to talk. You see, everything he talked, every time. He's walking, in the afternoon he was walking, and there is one gentleman walking with him. What he's speaking, that became a scripture. It's called the disciple and the teacher, that conversation. Such a profound philosophy. While he's walking, every word is meaningful, every word is uplifting. The devotees who are in Pasadena, South Pasadena, when Swami Vivekananda came here, the ladies who used to live in their home, they used to say, he's breakfast table, he's walking, he's just going for strolling somewhere. Every word is so profound, it uplifted our mind another level. And what we talk, we don't want to hear it second day ourselves. If we watch what I said, I don't like to hear that again. Why I said all these things? It is useless, meaningless talks. So this is the right speech, and take right action. Act rightly. Action will be such, pure, honest, and peaceful. My action should not hurt others. My action should not be dishonest. My action should not be impure. And live right livelihood. Earn money, good money, live a purposeful living. Not hurting, and you can hurt someone. Stealing is a good, easy way of earning money, no? But that is not the way of living. You want to attain peace, perfection in your life, and you are following the path of imperfection. That will not do. So he says, right livelihood, right effort. We'll have to attain any goal, we'll have to apply right type of effort, right self-effort is to be given. And think very strongly. There's a right mindfulness when it's focus, concentrate on what you want to do. And right concentration. Your mind should be distracted not in thousand things. When you are doing one thing, it should be dedicated to that. Right mindfulness. So these are the 8 paths. It has been said that you to pay attention to the life rather than philosophy, and you build up your own beautiful life, and the inner light will shine forth automatically. Not talking about God, not talking about any philosophy. But after his passing away, all philosophies have come, and there is called, no, everything is changing. Why you are attracted, why you are suffering? Because we have some desire. Why we desire? Because we feel something emptiness, no? And we are trying to find that fulfillment to the changing thing. So don't get attached to it, renounce, detach, become monk, all this, and therefore become monasteries all over India and abroad, Buddhism. But the idea is that to find the lamp in within, everything is changing in the world, accepting that change, try to find what is unchanging by changing your character, right thinking, right action, right living, right speak, not lying, not doing adultery, all these things to be carefully done. Then what will happen? Automatically mind will be pure, and the pure mind will show what is that. Now the question comes, Shankara, 10 minutes, 15 minutes are there in one day to talk about these two great people are difficult. So Shankara, you all know, Shankara was born as a child in Kerala, and with the parents. My father died when he was 3 years old. Then mom, widow mother, cared the boy. But he has this prediction that he will die at the age of 8. Oh, so he went to the teachers and learned all the Vedas and Upanishads like incredible memory. Whenever he heard anything, he remembered, and he became a master on that. And so when 7th year came, he thought that he is going to die. So he wanted to become a monk. When the one becomes monk, then he is dead already in the world. Monk means that's a different topic. Monk becomes dead because he renounces everything of the world and goes to only God. So he wanted to become a monk, but mom was not allowing him because only the son, widow mother. But he gave him the assurance that, Ma, I will take care of you. When you remember me, I will appear before you, I will take care of you, and I will make it sure that you will have your God vision before you die. And mother, anyhow, that mother ultimately gave permission, and he found a guru. That's the guru's name was Govindapada. Govindapada's guru was Gaudapada. Gaudapada is the commentator of Mandukya Karika. Mandukya Karika is written by Mandukya Upanishad, one of the highest philosophy of Vedanta, non-create. The world is not created. We say, Shankara one step down. He says, yes, the world is created. You see, I see you. But I am seeing wrongly. Here is all Brahman, I am seeing you as human. No? Is a name and form is creating the duality. It is not there, but I am creating it. Snake is not there, rope is only there, but I am seeing the snake. When? In ignorance I am seeing, and I am crying and weeping. No? So this is what appearance, world appearance, it is not true. Because when you go to dream, this world does not exist. When you go to sleep, the sleep experience also goes, this experience also goes. Your mind is almost sleeping, then you don't see, this appearance is not there. So it is not unusual statement that Shankara says. It is called, that's why it's called Vivartavada, the philosophy of Vivarta. Vivarta means without changing the substratum, you superimpose something which is not there. Like the rope is there all the time, you superimpose the idea of snake in darkness, and you cried and wept whatever reaction you have. Your reactions also you have. But being a light, flashlight, then you see it is the rope only. So this is called Vivarta. Vivarta means without changing the fundamental truth. Fundamental reality is Brahman. Superimposed idea in the mind, you are creating in your mind this world. I am not creating, God has created. But anyhow, my mind creates my dream. So this mind creates something which is not there. When the mind is not there, that dream is gone. Therefore, you see God, you see the reality with eyes open, and you are that reality. So, be established in that unity. That is the Vedanta idea. So, Shankara then went for a guru, and the guru Govindapada was waiting for him. He was in Samadhi, and then he got him awakened from Samadhi, and he gave him the treasure of all spiritual wisdom of the ancient Upanishads and everything. And he said, my boy, I was waiting for you for so many years and you come so late, like Swami Vivekananda. So Sri Ramakrishna said the same way, I was waiting for you and you came so late. But anyhow, he poured all the spiritual wisdom and asked him that you will have to do one thing, you'll have to write the commentaries on this Upanishad, because people are explaining wrongly. All these philosophies are coming wrong interpretation. What is the right interpretation? That is to only illumined people can say. So he said that you write all the commentaries on the Upanishads, Brahma Sutra and Bhagavad Gita. These are the three pillars of Hinduism: Brahma Sutra, Upanishad and Bhagavad Gita. He said, you write this commentary, I bless you that your life is extended for another 8 years. So he was to die at 8th year, but Guru gave him the blessings and he became 16 years. He was not willing, but ultimately he said, Guru's order. So he accepted it and he started writing the commentaries on those. We are blessed with that commentaries. Now you can read that commentary of Bhagavad Gita, Upanishads, and that gives the right interpretation of the Vedic knowledge. Now, when he finished all this work after long writing of the commentaries, he has to face two challenges. One, he has to fight out Buddhists, and another, he has to fight out with the Karmakandis. Karmakanda means those who are Jnanakanda, Karmakanda, two parts of the Vedas. One is karma and another is knowledge, wisdom. Karma, you do the karma, you become purified, and you reach a state when you are capable of being a student of knowledge. And you knowledge you know that everything is divine. Think and meditate on that, and all name and form is momentary. So this Vedantic analysis, Nitta Nitya Vastu Vichara. Anyhow, so here when commentary was almost completed, then there is a beautiful story that one day one scholar came to challenge Shankara. So your commentary, I have some question about your commentary. And when he said, okay, so they started debating. Shankara was highly intellectual, and that old man who appeared, he was also very intellectual. And the discussion between them, Shankara and that old man, is so fine and intricate. Even other scholars could not make any head and tail of that. Then one day went out, no one is being defeated. Both argument is getting parallelly strong. Second day, it went on like that. Third day, when it's happening, one of his disciples of Shankara said, why not you ask, sir, who is this guy who has come to debate? Make a challenging your commentary. He's talking to so much. Then he asked, and he suddenly, that old man became Vyasadeva. Vyasa is who is the composer of Brahma Sutra. So he appeared and he said that I am very pleased with you. Your commentary is perfect. So you preach this commentary to every person. Go from length and breadth to the India, every corner, and preach this authentic meaning of the Brahma Sutra and Bhagavad Gita and Upanishad, and then preach it. He said, no, I have done my duty. I have written the commentary, my Guru's instruction. I have created my 4 disciples or several disciples. They are expert in this knowledge. So I don't want to live anymore. Well, no, you will have to do that. Only in writing book and experiencing yourself will not do. You have to preach by life and teaching together. So go, and I sanction you another 16 years of life. So Shankara got the life of 32 years to breathe under the blessings of Guru, first 8 years, and by Vyasadeva, who is the composer of the what you call Mahabharata, and other books are also attributed. Especially it is that given that Brahma Sutra. Anyhow, so he then preached all over India and then preached that Vedantic truth. that it is Brahman alone is true, all else is false, all else is momentary, all else is changing. And you are not the body, not the mind, you are that Satchidananda consciousness. You are that bliss, eternal bliss, absolute joy, absolute joy. That's why his Nirvana Satakam is his beautiful stay. All of you sing that. Mano buddhi ahankara chittani naham nacha sutra jubhe nacha grana netre. So you are neither the eyes, neither the ear, neither the senses, neither the hand, neither the feet, neither the body, neither the mind. You are that Satchidananda. You are that Chidananda Rupa. Shivoham Shivo. I am Shiva. I am of the nature of eternal consciousness. I am of the nature of eternal blissfulness and eternal reality. I am not the body, not the mind, not the soul, because they are changing. The entire philosophy of Vedanta stands on this type of analysis, no? But conclusion of Vedanta is what? Purna. You attain your fullness. And what is the conclusion in Buddhism? Afterwards, Buddha didn't say anything, as we understand. Buddha didn't say anything. Some people say, is there any God? Buddha said, did I say so? Then someone said, is there no God? Well, did I say so? He is not committed to anything. It is whether God is there or not, I am not going to say anything. But you have to realize that which is beyond this suffering and pain and death. Think what is that. And look at Buddha's life. He was cheerful, joyful, and he was trying to transmit that wisdom and joy to everyone. No? So, I do not know, but it is called theory of Shunyavada. Shunyavada means void theory. The world is not there, it is void. It is void means zero. It has no meaning. Life has no meaning. Then what is for life? To experience that. Buddha say, experience that. Life, this life is not, you have something else, but not this. So it is called Shunya. Everything is void, 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 void. And what Shankara says, it is Purna. So the confusion. One is saying, defining, Buddha didn't say, but Buddha's followers created a formula and he said Shunyavada, philosophy of void, void philosophy. And Shankara says it is Purna, the theory of fullness. You are full, you are that, you are infinite, you are birthless, you are deathless, not as a body, not as a mind, not as an emotion, not as an ego, but beyond that. And Buddha also said, it is not body, not mind, not thing, it is all void, 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 void. And ultimately, it is what you cannot say, that is the say, it's called void, but Shunya. So this is a conflict, and I will end with this conclusion that these are not two separate. Ramakrishna, Vivekananda came and just made a balance between these two, not balance, very viable expression of the same truth. He has said in a, Swami Vivekananda has composed a beautiful poem. It's called Samadhi. And what happens if the mind moves towards Samadhi? That is the description he has given. He has written in Bengali, original. He says, Nahi Shurya, Nahi Jyoti, Nahi Shashanka Sundara. There is neither the sun, neither the beautiful moon, neither this beautiful earth with its whole splendor and beauty. Bashe Bhumi. Your mind is soaring high, no? Your mind is moving in this plane of higher journey, in this, what you call chakra journey or whatever you say. This whole world so real, Bashe Bhumi, as if this world is vanishing and floating in the sky. Apparently, it is just a shadow. Bashe Bhumi, Chaya Shamo, Chobi Visho, Chara Chara. This anything moving, unmoving, anything we see, these are not reality. It is so real now. But to my experience, Swami Vivekananda says, I am seeing this world is vanishing and it is becoming like a shadow. Not the real, but the shadow of the object. Se dhara dhire dhire, se dharao baddha holo. And that flow that was going on a shadow, that also stopped. Shunne shunna milailo. The void, the world was not at all true. It ended into that voidness. Void entered into void. Shunne shunna milailo. Then what is that? What remains? Abhang manasha gocharam. Boje pran, boje jar. Then abhang manasha gocharam. That what remains is beyond Bak, speech. I cannot say that. Bak, mana, is beyond mind. Mind cannot enter there. Myang, Omang, Manasha, Gosharam. It is beyond all this. But then it is void, then I will say it is void. No. Boje pran, boje jar. Who experienced that? He can say, yes, I have seen. Buddha said, I have attained. Ramakrishna said, I have seen. And how do you feel when they come down? Look at their face. They beam with joy. And then they come down, they uplift our conditions from this. So the same state what Buddha achieved, he could not say, because if you say anything, you limit it. Describing anything means you are limiting the thing. Infinite, how can you describe? Infinite is subject to your mind. His mind is too limited. Mind dies before that. You know, every night when you go to deep sleep, where is your mind? Where goes your anxieties of the daytime? Where goes your anxieties of the dream? A violent dream you have seen, or a sweet dream you have seen. Where does it go? Does it not evaporate into the void? But what remains? You remain. Is it not? You say, I dreamt. You say, I do not know anything in deep sleep. I was in the deep sleep, but I do not know when it rained, when you knocked at the door, when you told some phone rang. I have no idea. You are not there. You are now gone. But that is in ignorance still say, I do not know, you say. But a knower of truth comes back, they declare, I have known that. You see? Buddha said, after experience, Buddha, what he said? I have reached a place where breeze no longer sways this serenity. The serenity I achieved there, the breeze, normal wind does not disturb it. Ups and downs no more over the even path. My path is so smooth, I see the oneness. Ups and downs, there is no ups and downs. Night never sets in over the illumined soul's heart. There is no night, there is no darkness in my experience. It is light, light, light all the time. His own experience. Truth never gets eclipsed. The truth does not get solar eclipse, lunar eclipse, no? It does not get ever eclipsed. But it is always shining in its own divine. These are the expression. Births and deaths are uprooted. There is no death, there is no birth. No question of birth, no question of death. It is, but I cannot express. This is the Buddha's experience. And Shankara's experience will be that it is that Satchidananda Rupaham, Chidananda Rupa, Shivoham, Shivoham. So ultimately, void to us Vedanta student, void and fulfillment are the two expressions of the one thing which they could not express. It is called the Bakko Monatito. Even Ramakrishna's evening prayer time we sing Namo Namo Prabhu Bakko Monatito. See, Bakka means speech, Mana means mind, Otita means beyond. Oh Ramakrishna, you are not man. You are not a mass of flesh and bone. You are the consciousness. You are the embodiment of all bliss and joy condensed. But you are Bakka Manatita. You are beyond speech and mind. So that is the experience of the realization. And that is the purpose Buddha and Shankara came into our life. Thank you all. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.